Okay, for those of you who haven't been to Point Pleasant, it's a beach town down at the Jersey Shore. So let's take a walk out to the water here. We'll head out to this dock. On this dock there's little crab shells everywhere because the seabirds are down here catching these crabs. We have cormorants and seagulls down. We're at the end of the dock. Got seabirds all over the place. We're working on the Manasquan River in Point Pleasant at the Jersey Shore. It's actually kind of an overcast day in June. It's beautiful a little while ago, but that's how the weather changes here in New Jersey. So you get a good look around real quick at where we're working, and we'll be up there putting in a pond. So what we'll do is transform this square of gravel mulch into a pond with a waterfall. Digging down here in the beach areas is actually kind of nice. There's not too much rock. It's a very sandy type of soil. Conforms well to the different shapes that we excavate. And it's lightweight, so it's easy to make our berms. The shape of the pond is coming along here. We're going down to 2 different levels. We'll have a 10-inch shelf to allow us a lot of water gardening opportunities, and then we'll go down to 24 inches to have the depth sufficient to winter fish. The plants that were within the footprint of the pond installation we dug out, and we'll be able to reinstall those a little bit later. We have a heavy-duty skimmer box that'll be going into the ground over here. We're going to use this corrugated pipe as our fish caves. What we do is cut it into small sections. Those go in the pond, and we cover with rockwork, and the fish can hide in there. To connect the skimmer box to the biofalls, we're using flexible 2-inch PVC pipe. This is really heavy-duty material. We give a lifetime warranty on this for our customers. The chances of any sort of spontaneous leak on this is pretty much nil. It's a very heavy-duty material. It goes about 8 inches into the ground. For this project, we're using a 4,000 gallon per hour submersible continuous duty pond pump. It has a horizontal design to it. The water comes in this area where this screen is protection against leaves and other debris such as seeds that can get inside here. Has an 1.25 inch output where it's coming right out the top, and a nice convenient handle if it ever needs to be taken out of the skimmer box. Along with that, it comes with a 3-year warranty, which is really nice as well. So it's a reliable piece of equipment which we need to have because the pump is the heart of every filter system of every pond. As with most of our pond installations, we're going to be doing some submersible lighting in here. We're going to use submersible 20-watt fixtures. These are halogen fixtures, and I think 4 of them will do a good job. We'll have 3 within the body of the pond and 1 up on the waterfall. And when installing these, make sure you always tighten the cap very well. These are factory tightened, and they're actually in pretty good shape, but you always want to double check them to make sure water doesn't get inside and damage the bulb. The underlayment that we use is a heavy-duty needle punch felt. And it's great because it really adheres to the walls of our excavation really well, and it's a tough material for long-term protection. The pond liner that we're using is a 45 mil EPDM. It's a heavy-duty material, flexible. It adheres to the shape that we've excavated and is great to use with rockwork. We have the shape of our pond excavated now. We're doing a 10-inch shelf going down into a 24-inch depth. Our skimmer box is installed and in place, and our biofalls is installed and in place. We're going to get the protective underlayment and the liner in next. We always have our liner go in a little bit loose to give us some forgiveness when we're installing the stone. You don't want your liner stretched too tight or you're opening up the possibility of having problems and leaks. Cleaning the rock work is a part of every job that we do. This allows us to see the colors and textures on the rock before we put it into the pond. We have most of the rock work in place now. We're working on the edges and on the waterfall at this point. But the skimmer, the falls, everything is in. We use a level on the waterfalls to make sure our water is running out nice and evenly. And we should have water cascading over these 3 large boulders, coming down onto a piece of flagstone and then down into the pond itself. Along the edges, because we're creating a berm, we have our big pieces of boulder, and inside we have a mixture of boulders, gravel, and rocks. We have our rock work in now. We're just compacting the area, and we're going to go add some plants and some mulch to this as well. Adding a little greenery to the pond makes a big difference in the overall presentation of this. We have some plants in. We're going to mulch this up, and we got the pond filling up. So we're just about ready to go here. Now we have the finished product. The pond is full, the plants are in, the mulch is down, rock work has been washed. This project came out very pretty. We did a pretty uncomplicated landscape design. We reused a lot of the plants that were originally here and added to them. We have all 4 of the submersible lights on and running right now. Each one is lit up. These are 20-watt submersible halogen lights. And at nighttime they'll make quite a display for this pond. Well, the pump I showed you earlier was a 4,000 gallon per hour pump, high efficiency, submersible, and it's doing its job. We're pushing about 4,000 gallons per hour through here. Makes a really great display and helps tremendously in the filtration of this pond. Okay, well, we got a wrap on this project. This was a great way to enhance the formal entryway of our customer's house. Great use of space with a pond like this. It's about a 10-foot by 6-foot pond, 24 inches deep, and we have a 10-inch shelf in there as well. We have a multi-tier waterfall that's moving about 4,000 gallons per hour of water through it. We have a skimmer box and biofalls filtration system, which does a great job of keeping excellent water quality and water clarity. And we have the lighting system in here as well. There's 4 units inside here, 3 in the body of the pond, 1 on the waterfall. Has a great presentation at night. Our customers can enjoy this pond any hour of the day. And there's 2 big fish tunnels in here too. We're working on the Manasquan River. There's a lot of big birds around here, so we want to make sure that our fish have a little extra protection where they can go if they feel threatened at all. We used about 6 tons of boulders, gravel, and stone to finish this project. It took us about 2.5 days. We had some nasty weather that we had to work through, but we did it, and I think the project came out pretty well. Thanks for watching. Remember to visit us, fullserviceaquatics.com, loveyourpond.com, and check out the rest of the Pond Hunting video series on YouTube. Take care.